Welcome. Now it's time to make our weekly picks. Here's a recap of what happened from opening week all the way until April 15th. These picks will start April 15th here on this day, and we'll run through, I think, our run until we do our next show. Episode 20 will be our next picks. But here are our picks that we had last time. I picked Andrew Vaughn of the Brewers for my hitter. He did not hit a home run. He got injured on opening weekend, I think.
Yes.
And you told me to. Yeah. Joe had to give him, he texted me the bad news, said that Andrew Vaughn got hurt. I'm like, what? So I guess that's a big fat zero for me. Maybe it should be a pass for me because he only.
A pass, I think.
Yeah, you think? Is that fair enough? Okay. I get a pass for that one. So I didn't have a hitter that counted. And Joe, he picked Bryce Harper, who had who does have 3 home runs and 10 RBIs. But by the time you see this video, he could have more because we're recording this on Tuesday. Bryce Harper does play for the Phillies against the Cubs tonight, so he could have more than 4 potential, more than 3. But at the moment, he has 3 at the time of this recording. So that's the unfortunate part. Joe's pitcher, though, he had Jacob Misiorowski of the Brewers, the young rookie, in his first full season with the Brewers. Through 3 starts, he's 1-1. Through 3 starts, I don't know if he pitches today or what, or I'll have to look at the schedule. So there's a chance Joe can have a better record if Jacob Misiorowski pitches today, but we'll find out. On my half, I picked Eric Crochet of the Red Sox, who through 4 starts went 2-2. Last night, only pitched 1.2 innings against the Twins on the road in Minneapolis. Twins got a win and knocked him out of the game early on. So he's 2-2 through 4 starts this season, unfortunately for me. So I had the better pitcher. Joe had the better hitter. So I guess it's all fair in game. So Joe, you're up first. Tell me who you can tell the viewers who you're picking for your hitter and your pitcher for this week. If you want to tell us the picks.
For my pitcher, I'm picking Mooney.
Who?
Mooney.
Who's Mooney? What's his last name? Or first name?
The Japanese guy from White Sox.
Oh yeah, that's his nickname. That's your nickname for him.
Well,
I like it. I like it.
I
like it.
He said called me Mooney.
Okay, so that's your pick. That's your hitter pick for the week. Wow, crazy. Okay, next.
My pitcher.
Pitcher. Who's the pitcher?
Is the caveman.
Who's the what? Caveman. Who's the caveman?
I call him the caveman now.
Who's the caveman? Who's that?
Dylan Cease.
Dylan Cease.
Have you see what it looks like?
Yeah, I know what he looks like. I've seen pictures of him. You know who else looks like Caveman? You know who else looks like Caveman? My pick for the week for the pitcher. I'll tell you who that is. Chris Sale. I'm picking Chris Sale of the Braves. He looks like a caveman too. Have you seen him?
No.
No, but here's the deal. If you watch MLB predictions and that we have here, and on my main channel, Mark's Cards Reviews and Predictions, if you watch them over there as well, MLB predictions. RJ so far, unfortunately, 5-0 making picks this year. I am, I think, 3-2, and you're 2-1, so you're still ahead of me. But I think me and you are virtually tied because I have 3 correct picks and 2 losses, but you have 2 correct picks and 1 loss. So, yeah, RJ, the line, they're 5-0 making picks. I don't know what to do. Yeah, you think? I think he knows something that we don't. I don't know, but we'll see coming up on Friday because, well, you're not making a pick this week. You're up next week. You're up next week for another month to finish your month off. You're up next week, Joe. But so you get this week off, your last week, then you have another pick the following week because since you had 3 picks early on. But that's about that. But my pitcher this week, Chris Sale for the Braves. I watched his game on Sunday Night Baseball when they played the Guardians over the weekend. He did fantastic, pretty good, bouncing back. That was after a start in LA, which he got derailed and lost a game, and he was coming off an illness. I guess his first start of the season was opening weekend against the Royals at home, and then his second start of the season in Arizona, he was battling an illness according to manager Walt Weiss, and so Chris Sale was battling an illness in Arizona, but he did get a win though in Arizona. Then they went to LA to play the Angels. He picked up a loss against the Angels, and then he won over the weekend against the Guardians on Sunday. That's because the Braves bats went crazy. And my pick for this week for hitter is also from the Braves. Speaking on that point, my hitter for the week, I'm going to pick the player who has played the most, has the longest active streak for games played based in Major League Baseball to this date. Matt Olson of the Atlanta Braves. I'm picking him today. I'm picking him this week. He had 50 plus home runs last year. I'm picking Matt Olson this week. I'll give you my reasons why. He's played the most he's has the longest streak active in Major League Baseball for games played in Major League Baseball. So I'll tell you why. He's played over 790 games, I believe. Or close. He's almost close to 800, I believe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, last night he had 5 at bats, had 2 hits last night against the Marlins. But here's the reason why. Over the last few years, since this goes back to his time when he was with the Athletics, by the way. As we get some stats pulled up, I'll tell you the details of stats here in a second. So since the year 2022, he's played 4 straight seasons, 22 through 25, 162 games in each season. All 17 games this season as well. So he's played 4 straight seasons without missing a game. Last time he missed a game was in 2021 when he was with the A's. He played 156. But so far in his career, he's had 5 seasons of 162 games or more. 162 games or more since his career started in 2016. He's played 5 years since 2016, where he's played 162 games, a full season. So, will he break Cal Ripken Jr.'s record, all-time record for the most games played? Who knows? I think he has to stay healthy and play the whole season this year, and also another maybe 5 years after this year, most likely. But there's a chance, but I don't think we'll be talking about that number of Cal Ripken number territory with the most games played consecutively until that happens. What do you think? Do you think he can do it or no?
I'm not. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. He did sign a long-term contract.
It'd be hard.
Yeah, you're right. It will be hard. But I'm picking him this week for my home run picks and Chris of the Braves. So I'm going all Atlanta this week for picks. Don't blame me if anyone gets hurt. Maybe I should have knocked on wood. So there we go.
My pick, my pick, a good one.
Yeah, we'll see about that.